you doing? Good.
Hello everybody, getting some coffee and a butter roll. You ordered? You good?
Thank you. Yeah, he's waiting for something. Thank you. Right there.
Not a problem.
All right, you're all set. You're welcome. All right. Thank you. What can I get you?
Can I get a lightly buttered roll
Okay.
and this fine, delicious cup of coffee?
Yes.
And could you heat this up in a microwave for like 20 seconds? I appreciate it. Thank you.
You got it. Like butter. All right. Then. Can you heat that up for like 20 seconds, please? Oh, I erased that.
I'm at a place called Froggy's, which is like a delicatessen. They have really good sandwiches. But I'm just getting a butter roll and a cup of coffee. In New York. Right now I'm in Putnam County, New York, which is about an hour north of New York City. So what are you guys up to? You home from school? Unemployed? What's going on? Or you're at work and you're really bored? Here comes my stuff.
Yes, I got change this morning. Not a ton, but I have some.
Taking a dump. I just took a leak, actually.
Thank you. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, hon.
Have a good day. They need to put like cell phone signal blockers in the restrooms. Ah, shit. Because people, you know, they go in the bathroom. I mean, I'll plead guilty. Shit. I'm having a hard time trying to. I don't want to spill my coffee. People go in the restrooms and they're in their freaking phones watching videos. It's like, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom, man. You know? Especially if you gotta do number 2. So if they put some kind of signal blockers, like the frequency of a cell phone, I don't know if they could do that or not. Ah, shoot, I got another coffee cup. Easy, Jenny. Don't spill the coffee. What I'll do, there's a little coffee in here, so what I'm gonna do, being the cheap son of a bitch I am, I'm gonna transfer my coffee from one coffee cup to my other coffee cup for your entertainment. This one had original hot coffee from Dunkin' Donuts with 2 toasted chocolates. Oh, toasted white chocolate swirls and 1 butter pecan swirl and almond milk. Delicious combination. And I don't know if you can see it, there's still some coffee in there. So what I'm going to do is combine the new coffee, which is in a small container, and she heated it up in the microwave for me, which is very nice of her. But I still didn't tip, because I'm not going to tip for a freaking cup of coffee and a butter roll. God, there's no real labor involved. I made the coffee. She should be giving me a tip, right? She, want that equal right stuff? See? So yeah, my new coffee. Mixed it with my old coffee. Sometimes these Dunkin' Donut lids, they don't put them on right, and they freaking drip. And I'm holding it over my lap. Uh-oh. Sorry. I'm holding it over my lap, and the freaking thing is dripping in my pants. I get out of the van, it looks like I pissed my pants. You know, you ever have that happen? Like you spill something while you're driving? I love coffee. I love coffee in the morning. Tastes like victory. So who do we got here? Slick Rick was taking a dump. Carlos de Chadas 8940 was here. I don't know who's here. What the hell? How do I get this off my freaking screen now? Ay, ay, ay. No, I don't do that. Get this freaking thing off my screen. Oh, drag here to... Oh, okay. Questions and answers. All right, back to the normal view. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Is that a cool view? Or is this better? This is like vertical right there, right? Metallica. Yeah, Metallica. How about some Christmas music? You want me to sing the Christmas song while you're taking a dump there, Slick Rick? Slick Rick, you still here or what? You done? We just missed frickin' Frosty the Snowman.
Christmas for your workday 100.7 WHUD. It's holiday.
WHUD, they start Christmas. They're like frickin' Home Depot. You walk into Home Depot on a Friday, they got the Halloween shit out, right? I'm not gonna spend $400 on a frickin' blow up skeleton, whatever the hell it is. And then you go there on a Saturday morning, it's frickin' Christmas stuff. Jesus, Christmas. Oh yeah, I see the connection. Jiminy Crickets. Is that better? I mean, let us take a breather, you know what I mean? I'm not union, so I can't afford $400, $500 worth of Halloween decorations that are going to blow away anyway. And then it's like, where the hell do you put them? Some people pay. There's companies that will actually come to your house and put up decorations for you. Wow. Talk about laziness. But I guess it's good because then it's up to them to take it away and store it, do whatever. But I wonder what they charge. I think, you know, I've seen an ad, lawn signs for Christmas decorations, Christmas lights to be put up. I wonder what they charge. You know, the business I'd like to get into is wheelchair repair. I drive an ambulette, as most of you know. And I come across wheelchairs that you put on the brakes. There's no brakes. And all it is, something has to be adjusted. I see what has to be done. So like a new wheelchair can cost anywhere from like $300 to $800. So if you set up a system, you contact all the nursing homes in your area and say, look, you leased a wheelchair, right? So you buy the wheelchair, the business owner of this wheelchair repair place, you buy the wheelchair for $400, $500, $600, but then you lease it for like $60 a month or $30 a month to the nursing home, with the understanding that you come by every couple of weeks, pick up the wheelchair and swap it out with another one. And in between that time, you are changing the tires, fixing the brakes, fixing the seats, or whatever has to be done. God damn it. I hate when they butter a roll like this, like the butter's on one side. I don't have a knife. What do I have? How can I improvise? I don't have any business cards. I usually scrape the extra butter up with a business card. But let's see what I got here in my bag of goodies. Oh, lottery ticket. Alright, I don't think this is a winner. Reveal a 7 symbol, win prize shown automatically. Oh, I won $4. I have a $4 winning lottery ticket sitting in my van. I didn't even know it. Match any of your numbers to the winning numbers. Where the hell's the winning number? Oh. Oh, okay. You know what I do with lottery tickets? I scratch the barcode in the bottom like that. And when I get like 5 or 6 lottery tickets, I just scratch them and scan them right there. I don't sit there freaking doing each little box, you know what I mean? In this case, I did because I took the lottery tickets to go when I was bored. But technically, maybe later on when I stop at Mobile to get gas, I'll show you guys. I just get like 2 or 3 lottery tickets. I scratch the barcode in the bottom and scan them. Like this, you know, they got some like crossword puzzle ones. Like, I don't have the freaking time. You know what I mean? All right, so I can't. I'm trying to remove butter from my butter roll. I don't have any. Oh, I do have business cards. I should use a business card. So, what are you guys up to? Slick Rick, you still out there? I hope you washed your hands. Slick Rick was taking a dump. Wouldn't you be leaving a dump? Why would you want to take a dump? Then again, I guess that term came from taking a leak. I gotta take a leak. Take a leak. Take a trip. I'm taking a trip means I'm traveling. I'll be taking a trip. I'll be taking a travel. I'll be traveling. So if you're taking a leak, I guess it could mean a future where you will be relieving yourself, urinating in this case, right? Taking a dump, I guess it's a, would that be considered an adjective? It's an action, right? Taking. And yeah, taking a dump. A slick Rick, I guess you're right. You could be taking a dump on company time. On company clock. Wait, you took a dump on the company clock, or you were taking a dump on company time? I don't know. I just hope that Slick Rick washed his hands. You know what amazes me as a guy? Yeah, I'm a guy. Definitely a guy. I'm not lost. Like, I don't know. I think I might be a girl. Let me go color my hair purple and get a nose ring. I can sneak into the ladies' rooms. What? What? I'm a girl, man. Look, got the purple hair, got the nose ring. I'm a girl. Trust me. Oh, your 6-year-old daughter has to come in here? Yeah, don't worry about it. Sick shit, man. And of course, the women that claim they're guys, they look like truck drivers, you know. What's going on? I'm having a butter roll.
Jessica Simpson there, her version of what Christmas means to me. Really love her Christmas album called Rejoice. And like the bootleg here on WHUD.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. I was doing a live stream before. I had to use the restroom. went to visit my cousin in the nursing home the other day with my other cousin Wayne. And Wayne is 63. And something about wherever this guy goes, man, he'll flirt with anybody. And I'm like, dude, it's not 1987 anymore. You can't do this shit. But the girls go along with it. We were walking to the nursing home to visit my cousin, Kathy. She's in her 70s. And he just starts. The girl at the front desk, she had a tattoo in the front of her cleavage. And it was cats had that, especially tiger cats, like, you know, cats and dogs, pets, they have those stripes in the front and the nose and stuff. So this lady had her cats, whatever it's called, tattooed on her chest, in between her boobies. So my cousin, so here we are at the nursing home. The poor girl, my cousin's like, hey, what's that tattoo of? You know, and she's like, oh, it's my cat's, whatever. The things that the cats have in the front of their faces, the lines, the colors, whatever, pretty cool. But, so she had a tattoo of that. Look at this guy. It's like he's dropping a little drug deal going on here. Yeah, definitely something weird there. Anyway, I just looked the other way. So he walks up to the desk and goes, oh, you're here to see my cousin. And he's asking the girl, like, oh, can I see the whole tattoo? Meaning, can she lower her shirt more in the front to expose more of the tattoo in between her boobies? Oh, yeah, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And, would you believe she did it? I'm like, what is it? My dad was the same way. My dad always had this thing with women. Like, he could... And my dad, he was just like, he had gray hair. I got gray hair early too, but he had gray hair. Tough guy. He did 4 tours in Vietnam, 6'4", hands the size of baseball gloves. Not muscular or nothing, but he was funny as hell. Girls love humor, right? If you got a good humor, you'll get girls. If you're like, hi, mommy, I do data entry, and I have goldfish. Yeah, you're not gonna. You'll find somebody, but it'll be a guy. But impersonating as a girl, and that's the other thing nowadays. Apparently, you gotta be careful. Like when I was a kid, when I was dating as a teenager, and you met a girl, you knew she was a girl. Now, if I was single and I was dating, or even dating as a married guy, you'd have to be careful because they do some pretty good work. These plastic surgeons and stuff, where you gotta like be really careful. I'd be like, oh, you want to date? I need to see a picture of you when you were in kindergarten. I need to see a picture of you when you were in the Little League, right? Not the crocheting committee. But nowadays it's like you gotta be careful. I tell my son's 22. He's too busy with school. He's really focused on school, which I'm happy about. I told my son, you gotta be careful. Because a lot of these women out here, they're not women. If they look too good and they're really friendly, they're probably not a woman. So what you want to do, is you want to ask the woman, the female, to see a picture of them when they were in kindergarten. Because chances are, they'll say, oh, I don't have any pictures of me when I was in kindergarten. Oh, bullcrap. You know, which is a yellow flag. And then you say, okay, well, let me see a picture of your high school prom or your junior high school prom, you know. Just to make sure it's a woman, because they do such good work nowadays. All right. I finished my butter roll. I got my coffee. Yep. I got an empty coffee cup I'm gonna throw away real quick along with my wrapper. Seat cushion. Christmas and Happy New Year. Do, 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 do. So this is Christmas. What have you done? Another year. Something, something. New ones just begun. So I'm going to Bedford Hills to pick up a guy in a wheelchair going somewhere. Is that Johnny? What's going on, people? Talk to me, chat to me, so you can distract me from driving. No, I'm kidding. I look down once in a while, look at the chats. I'm not stupid. Somebody came on before and said, how irresponsible of you to be driving while streaming. I'm like, I'm not touching nothing, I'm hands free, man. Alright, me looking down at the phone is like me looking down at my radio station that's on or something, you know. It's like, relax, chillax, brother or sister. It's like, don't you have an ICE protest to be at? All I want for Christmas is you. Is you. Is that Mariah Carey? Yep. Anybody out there? Hello? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. What's up, people? How's everyone doing today? It's a chilly, cloudy day here in New York. Where are you guys located? I'm at a traffic light. Oh, taxi driver? Used to be. Dylan. And Dalen? Dylan Adelen? 5'11", that's my birthday backwards, 115. You play numbers? Anybody here play numbers? I play numbers. I play numbers online. You can play a number in every state if you want to, so if you feel like 115 is going to come out, you can play it for 25 cents in every state. And during the day, I think there's like 28 or 30 states that do numbers. Not every state does numbers. So if you play a quarter for a straight number, like 115, you get 250 bucks. Whereas like here in New York, you play numbers, you can't even play a quarter. You have to play 50 cents minimum. And you only get like 50 cents straight. What is 50 cents? Oh, 250. Dial straight's 500. You play online, 50 cents straight if you win is what the hell is it? 450, sorry. 450 bucks. Dial straight is 900 bucks cash. Right? Well, what you do is what I do is when I want to pay out, I transfer it to Bitcoin, and then from Bitcoin, I'll either buy something somewhere and use my Bitcoin, just deposit to my checking account, my winnings. We have so many vans, or whatever you call those cars at work. I'm learning to be a taxi driver since, like, I'm a programmer. Yeah, that's not really a good business to be in, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think this AI job takeover is being blown out of proportion. Just the excuse as to why the economy is really slowing down is basically because we're screwed. We are at economically and financially, we are at pre-COVID levels, because if you go back on your favorite search engine, I'm not going to promote Google. Oops. Okay. If you go on Google or whatever, wow, what the hell happened to that car? It's like they hit a tree. And you listen to me, and you enter economy, but add the year 2019. And look at the articles you come across. Some of you were, okay, so 2019, some of you might have only been 15 years old, so you weren't in the workforce or anything. And, COVID came around. Mommy and daddy told you to stay home with the mask on, stay away from your dog and your sister and your brother 6 feet away. Whatever. Oh, I can't say COVID, can I? Darn it, what should we call it? What's the code word for the C word other than saying it? Because I think if you say that word, COVID, something happens. Like people report you or something. I don't know. But anyway, all right. So off topic. I'm sorry. But look back to the news articles from 2019, just before the thing happened. And you will see that things were not doing well. Right? People were getting laid off. the worldwide economy was dying, and then all of a sudden the thing happened, and they were sending out money to everybody for the thing. Everybody's getting money for the thing. Companies, business. Oh yeah. The big companies. You know how many billions and billions of dollars the government, we have lost out on because we pay taxes and we are the government, supposedly. How many scams happened out there? Oh my God. I was working for a guy. I had 2 jobs at that time. One, I was working at an adult daycare center as a driver, and I would entertain people because I have a pretty good sense of humor. And number 2, I was working at a certain place as a dispatcher and a driver for a car service. And this certain place, when the thing happened and everybody's getting checks and everything, he paid people for their social security numbers. I don't know how much, just to lie about how many employees he had, right? And he gets all this PPP money or PPE money because of the thing. I'm trying to read your comment. See, I'm a safe driver, so I glance down every couple of seconds. Work hard. The issue is the economy is forcing you to work hard or work smart. Rather work smart than work hard. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, there's some really, of course, there's talented people. Look at Uber. You know, I for many years. I drove a taxi right out of high school in 1984. I also dispatched. And I applaud the developers of Uber. Uber's cool. You could be on the side of a road in the middle of nowhere and order an Uber. Whether they come or not, that's another story, right? But computer programmers and people who write programs, who would paint their house freaking purple? I wish I had a picture of that for you guys. I just passed a purple house. Stucco, but purple. Ah, what it is? Here, silly me. It's the people moving up from the city. The people moving up from the city, they're progressives. Progressivism, my definition, is doing the opposite of grandma and grandpa. That's it. That's it, man. That's progressivism. Grandma and grandpa had kids. Oh, no. We can't do that. We're going to pollute the world. But I can do it. You're a professor. I can do it. But you can't. The student. No, you can't have kids. No, you're going to pollute the world. And we are destroying a planet that's 5 billion years old. Billion with a B. And we're going to worry about driving our cars and warming up the planet? Are you kidding me? Where I am right now in the Hudson Valley in New York, there was a 1 mile thick sheet of ice, they estimate. Where'd it go? Because if I recall in the Flintstones, they didn't use freaking gasoline engines. They used their feet. That's something to think about. Did they have sports in the Flintstones? They did, didn't they? Why do I picture Fred and Barney playing baseball or something? Or football? But, yeah. But the jobs that are in demand right now, believe it or not, are the physical jobs. Excuse me, are the hard jobs, quote. Where you got to get out, sweat your ass off, break your back. Oh, great. FedEx truck is blocking where I'm supposed to be picking up. That is so funny. Hi, Mr. FedEx guy. You know what? FedEx trucks aren't even owned by FedEx. They're owned by some other company. That way, if you get into an accident with FedEx, you're not suing FedEx. You're suing ABC Logistics. It's always some kind of logistics company. And the same goes for those Amazon vans you see running around with all the dents on them. That's a coincidence. These are the people that got fired from Burger King. When they get into an accident, you can't sue Amazon. You're not going to get your $10 million from Jeff Bezos or his yacht or his wife, who's like 23. My girlfriend's freaking out because she met a guy. She's 18. She goes to college. She met a guy who was 20. Is it okay if I did? I'm like, of course it's okay, man. If he was like 28 or 30, might be a problem. But it seems like the more wealthier you are, the more shit you get away with, right? You can have a girlfriend who's like 20. It's okay. That's cool. Jeff Bezos has a wife who's 22 or whatever. But if I do it, I'm 59. If I go find some 20-year-old, oh, you're a pedophile. Oh, you're a pervert. Hey, man. Not for nothing. What does that mean anyway? Not for nothing. I shouldn't say that. A friend of mine used to say it all the time. Not for nothing. Now really analyze that comment. Not for nothing. What's the other one people are saying now all of a sudden? It is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. What the hell is... It is what it... Well, yeah, it is what it is. What does it mean? It is what it is. Wow. I think just because so many people laid off right now, they have too much time in their hands, so they're coming up with different quotes, you know? What's the address I'm supposed to be at? God dang it. Sorry, I'm trying to find an address. Oh, I'm going to pull over for a second here. Man, these people are spoiled around here. You rake your leaves into the street, into a nice little pile, and these big giant vacuums come along from the town and suck up the leaves. Me? I got to burn mine. And the wind is always blowing in the wrong direction, like a little breeze. I don't burn in the high winds, but like a little breeze. So like, and the folks, I swear to God, the smoke follows me. All right, I got a 120 pickup, it's 117, and this lady's anal from what I hear. I mean, who would make an appointment at 120, right? 130 or 115, dude. Why would my boss even take a reservation for 120? Like, I would love to be a mechanic, but all I know it's electronics since my studies are in that, but man, cars aren't really electronic. Electronic. Yeah. No, you know what's funny? What's your name? Dylan? Is that your name, Dylan? You can say yes or no. If your name is Dylan, I'll call you Dylan. I just got a battery for my 2016 Subaru Forester. We have 4 cars at home, and one of them is 2016 Subaru Forester. I had a... Okay, cool, I got you. I had a... turns out batteries have date codes on the sides. If you look at the sides, it's usually a letter and a number. So if it's a J, you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. That's 10. That's October. And then if it's a 9, in my case, it's 2019, obviously. So my battery, it was a 24-month-old interstate battery from 2019, right? And it started acting up when we went away. Where the hell did we go? We went to Vegas to visit my daughter. And came back to JFK. It's freaking freezing. It was about a month ago. Get in the car, hit the button, nothing. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. The battery was dead. So anyway, long story short, I gotta find this house. First of all, well, everything's gone up in prices, man. $209. I had a $10 off coupon from Advanced Auto, thank God. Here's 53. I gotta turn around. I'm driving an ambulette, by the way. It's a transit van, but it's extended, so it's hard for me to turn around places. I don't want to knock over any mailboxes. Why do we have mailboxes anyway in this day and age, right? Oh, it's to allow people to vote or something, or I don't know. But I gotta turn around. As long as there's no Trump signs in the lawn, I should be okay. I mean, I'm not anti-Trump. I'm just saying that people with Trump signs usually own at least one shotgun. Maybe they'll think I'm Amazon. Let me change my radio station to something Jamaican. Because I don't know what it is, but like our Amazon drivers, they always pull up and they're blasting like this Jamaican rap stuff. I think it's Jamaican because the guy gets out has like cornrows and it's like rap. Anyway, so the battery from Advanced Auto, $209 minus $10, and taxes, oh my God, it was like $217, I think, or $212, something like that. That is a side question. Hold on one second. Let me finish my battery story. So I put it in the Subaru. I push the button and nothing. So I research it. Apparently, when I get home later, I have to disconnect the negative battery cable, step on the brake pedal to drain all the power out of the transistors and everything in the car. And this is a 2016, so it's somewhat electronically controlled, in order to just replace the freaking battery. I mean, I grew up at a time when we had carburetors, which is where the gasoline would go into and then go into the engine. And you could literally look in the carburetor and push in the throttle cable and see the gasoline squirt down into the carburetor because it was 4-barrel. I'm going that way though. I'm okay. These guys had the freaking roadblock to rake leaves. Unbelievable. Only in Westchester County. What makes this pickup difficult is the mailboxes are located in an island, like a little 10-foot round island of grass. So I don't know which house is freaking 45. I'm going to assume it's the house that doesn't have a 45 on it, because that's what always happens. You go to pick up these people, and they can't afford $1.49 to buy letters or numbers at the Home Depot. Yeah, capacitors. I know, isn't that crazy? I never knew that. I figured that out years ago from a guy from another country, probably India, when I was having problems with our internet at home, and he said to unplug the router. Okay, fellas, look out. Hey, you want to see what I see? This is what I'm dealing with. Oh, they're clearing the storm drains. I gotcha. Jesus Christ. Big pile of leaves. Look out, guys, I'm gonna back up. I don't want to run you over. Yeah, so I had to unplug the router. So then I asked the guy, I'm like, why do I have to unplug the router for 30 seconds? And he goes, oh, because the capacitor is out of power. Then later on in life, I had a computer monitor that went out, like almost brand new. 45, here it is. And I took it apart, and sure enough, there was a capacitor that was swelled up. And then I researched it. So capacitors are like temporary batteries. They store a little bit of power. They also regulate power, from what I said. Isn't that correct? So in other words, here in America, you got your 120 volts coming in, and then it gets converted to a lot less power, obviously. Let's see, here's the part I don't want to hit a mailbox. And I hope this is the right freaking house. Hold on a second. I'm focusing. I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. I want to make sure I'm at the right place. I don't want to get shot at though. take your time. I'll be in the van though, okay? Alrighty.
What happened?
40s and 50s is fine with me.
Oh, I know, really.
I know. Alright, just yell when
All
you're
right,
ready.
yes, I've got my agents.
Not a problem. Okay. I'm here.
Okay, what's your name?
John.
John. Okay, John. Thank you.
Alrighty. Capacitor basically to ensure the power, making it reliable without dipping in. Like 120 volt would be 110 volt capacitor. 120 and turn. Yeah, temporary reservoir. That's a good way. Yeah, I agree. Dips. What else did I deal with a capacitor? There was something else in my life. I dealt with a bad capacitor and I actually changed it. Oh, it's coming. Oh, we have a burning furnace. Oh, you asked me a question before about. Side question. I wonder, is it hard to become a U.S. citizen as a Dutch citizen? You know what? With all this stuff going on, immigration, excuse me, I don't know. I have no freaking idea. I'm sorry. My wife is an immigrant. My wife's from the Philippines, but she came here in 1995. And when I met her, she didn't have a green card or nothing. She didn't marry me just for the green card. We actually had fallen in love. I mean, who wouldn't want to be married to a hot Filipino, right? But one thing is, anybody, there's only two people here, but you don't need an immigration lawyer unless you did something wrong. Don't make that mistake. That's the mistake she made. Yeah, you can do a lot of capacitors, right? Good stuff and bad stuff. Yes, anyway, I had an oil burner. We have oil heat and hot water in our house. I want to switch to all electric eventually. But they keep changing laws in this country, in the county I live in. Yeah, I guess it's country to country. Rules are definitely different in certain countries. And it's not like they're racist or anything. They just, if it was up to me, like the United States, I wouldn't, don't get me wrong, but I would slow immigration until unemployment was at 2%. Does that make sense? Because what's the number one reason when they interview immigrants? What's the number one reason they come to this country, right? To make a better life for their family, which means to make money, which means to be employed, which means to take jobs, right? So if your unemployment's like here in the States, I think it's like 4% or 3.5%, but that's what's on paper. Realistically, it's a lot more than that. You see, they base the unemployment on paper information, like people who are collecting unemployment checks. But once those people run out, they're off that list. All right? So I'd say unemployment here in the United States is probably more around 7%. But yeah, every country is different. We all know that. With all kinds of rules, not just immigration. Sorry, I'm just waiting for this person I'm supposed to be driving. So when I drive, if you still want to chat, that's cool. I might be able to chat. I'm going to turn the camera around because I don't really want the person in the back in the wheelchair to be seen. No offense. It's just... oh, can't read that. For me, switching to... You're jealous of the U.S. Yeah. Huh? It's funny though. It's like people are burning American flags. People hate this country. I'm not too crazy about our government, not just because of Trump, but in general. I don't like politics. I think they're all corrupt, and that goes for everywhere around the world. Look what's happening in Ukraine, right? Corruption. Sorry, I'm just looking in my mirror. Do we have a lot of freedom? Yeah, you know, what's interesting about the United States is that it depends what state you're in. All right, yes, the U.S. has a lot of freedom, but some states you can't do things like you can in other states, like gun ownership. Like we all own guns, right? But then, like in New York State now, I mean, my God, just to buy ammo, you have to fill out a form and wait. And then they call you, and then you go and pick up your ammo. If you're lucky, it only takes an hour. If it's busy, like now it's hunting season here. As a matter of fact, I got my hunting permit. You want to see my hunting permit? Well, here's my freshwater fishing guide. And here's my oh, thanks for subscribing. I'm trying to get more people to subscribe. I'm pretty decent conversations, you know. Here's what's called the hunting guide. So it has like, isn't that cool looking? Imagine being in the woods. That's like me in the woods. Exactly. I have a snow camo suit and I have a regular camo suit. And I had a friend of mine take a picture of me laying down like 50 yards away, and you couldn't see me. And then he zooms in and it's like, oh, there he is. You know, because my camo looks so good. Do we catch anything? No. We drive an hour north upstate to the Catskill Mountains, and all the deer, they leave. They go somewhere else because they're smart. So you go all the way up there, nothing. Then I come home, and there's like 4 deer in my backyard, but I can't shoot them. See, that's what I mean about freedom and rules in this country. New York State is very unfriendly with guns, gun ownership. But then other states like Nevada, certain other states, you can own whatever you want. Some states you don't even need a pistol permit, just a driver's license, I think. So yeah. Poor Bambi. Oh, you can have a gun permit in the Netherlands. Wow. It's 20 grand. Wow. Interesting. Well, here in New York, again, see now, you have the United States, then you have the states, then you have the counties, right? And every county is different. Like here in Westchester County, where I am right now, it's very, very liberal. It's hard to get a pistol permit. So there's different rifles. I could go to Walmart right now and buy a rifle, as long as it's not. This is a new law. If it's semi-automatic, I think you have to have a pistol permit now, which is ridiculous. All right, so you go buy a bolt-action rifle. I liked Charlie Kirk. All right, couple things he said were kind of out there, but he seemed like a nice guy. Just in general, he was a human being, a dad, a father. You know what I mean? He was taken out by a guy with a rifle from World War II, a bolt action, right? See my point? Bolt action rifles are much more accurate than a semi-auto. In the hands of the right person, yes, okay, I agree. A semi-auto can be lethal, depending on the caliber, and then we get into a whole new conversation. Anyway, my point is that to buy a rifle, semi-auto rifle now in the United States, in New York, you have to have a pistol permit, I believe. See, I have rifles I've collected over the years, shotguns. I don't have a pistol. And I've been putting off getting a pistol permit. The county where I live, Dutchess County, they're very pro-gun. And there used to be a time you'd fill out an application, you get fingerprinted, you put a couple of references, 3 months you have your permit. Now, the state got involved. So now we have the state applications, the county applications, more red tape as we call it. You don't have the rights to defend yourself in public. That's the funny thing about pistol permits here in the United States, here where I live. Everywhere that you'd want to carry a pistol is where you can't carry a pistol. Does that make sense? Like, where do shootings occur here in the United States? Well, churches. You can't carry a pistol in churches. Hospitals, there's been shootings. You can't carry a pistol in a hospital. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can carry it in your house. My wife upsets me sometimes, but never that drastically. Cheers. My neighbor, on the other hand, interesting. Yeah, they have those ghost guns. I mean, you could buy parts. You know, we all know that you could buy parts to build guns. It's funny. My boss, his neighbor, was doing that, right? And one day, my boss pulls up to his house, and there's like 4 or 5 unmarked police cars, and 3 or 4 regular police cars, and SUVs and tinted windows. Something must have happened, and they arrested him for something. I don't know what, because this is just recently, so I got to ask him whatever happened with that. Why? But the guy was ordering parts, you know, and making pistols. I'm not going to do anything illegally. Yeah, but people do it. In the Philippines, as a matter of fact, it's very common. They get pistols that were from World War II or the Vietnam War. You know, there was a documentary I watched where they would get stuff from Vietnam and other places, and it would be shipped to the Philippines. I don't know why the Philippines, but they did such a good job refurbishing pistols and stuff. And they'd be ghost guns, no serial numbers. I gotta get personal. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Sorry. Da, 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 da.
This is a nice one.
The only problem is where they messed up, you can't unlock the brake from the front.
That's true.
So when I get up, I'm going to ask you to just pull up on it.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Are you coming over right
We're
now?
off.
Beautiful day. Yes. You want to sit in the front?
Oh, no, I'll sit in the back.
You sure?
Yeah, I think Sherry's gonna sit in the front.
Okay. Because you'll sit here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just buckle up and then strap him, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, you can hop in.
Yeah, I'm left it around.
Holly, hi! We're going for an adventure before we get snowed in, huh? God.
Don't say that.
I know, well, it's gonna happen.
You gotta watch the squirrels. If you notice a lot of squirrel activity,
You know what? I think last night I woke up, it was like 2 o'clock, and I heard this, like somebody was building a house, and I'm like,
up on your roof or
yeah, are they building something inside my,
oh,
although the exterminator came and put, well, mouse killer down.
well,
But I was thinking,
they go up your gutters. Mice go up your gutters,
is that right?
and
Well,
then they get under the eaves of your roofs. Yes, you have to
well, we just had a whole thing done, so hopefully.
Oh, really?
I've never seen a mouse in my house in 23 years. The guy who watches my house when I'm not here found a dead one in the basement. That was enough to scare me.
Yikes.
Even a dead one.
Well, if that was a female, she might have had 8 kids.
Oh, God!
Yeah.
Don't make it worse.
You might have the partridge family. Let me get that stuff.
Lovely. Lovely.
Let's sit in my glasses.
Yeah.
My father sat in my glasses at the time. He blamed it on me. I blamed it on him.
What?
My father, he sat in my glasses one
Oh,
time.
jeez. Oh, my kids used to do that with my sunglasses, so I started buying like the $20 sunglasses.
Yeah, exactly,
This
right?
is ridiculous.
I know.
Forget the ones with the whatever. Holy!
Okay, hop in. Carefully.
Thank you.
There's a handle up there in the right.
Yep.
Are you familiar?
I'm very familiar. Okay, and here we are. Okay, sweetheart. Here we go. He's got Christmas music on. Oh my God. We're gonna listen to Christmas. Oh boy. Check. All right, I wrote a check already. I like to be organized. So do you want it now or on the way back?
I can take it now.
Good.
So we don't.
Yeah, good.
Either one of us
Because I'll
forget.
probably jump out
Right, I hear you.
and want to do my errands. Okay, John, have you been doing this a long time for him?
3 years.
Oh, I love Ken. They're great, Ken and Chris.
Yeah, we're all pretty cool.
Yeah, you're all very cool. Yeah, you're nice guys, thank God.
You would
Hi.
think this or something.
Yeah, right?
So you're still
Nice
checking.
people, nice people. You might have hit it on the way up.
You know what? I came in a different way. I know what you're talking about, though. I came in further down
from-
because I came from 684.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So everybody is like, there's not a great sign there.
So instead of me putting my GPS to get to the mill from here, just tell me which
Yeah,
turns
just
to make.
make a right or a left, whichever's easiest, because now they're doing the leaves.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
They're saying the road closed. I was like, well.
I know.
And they just moved it from one pile to. Or you know what they're doing? They're clearing out the storm drains.
Oh, could be. Oh, but they did. Oh, my leaves are still there. Yeah. Oh well.
Well, let's see. Oh, lunch break.
Wait a minute. Who's that? What's that
Coffee
guy
break.
doing?
They're
Maybe-
just, like I
maybe-
said, they're
so
just
go
moving.
to the right.
They're just,
Go
yeah,
to the
I'm going
right.
to.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just moving from one pile to the other.
I
Well,
see this.
you know how these union guys are.
Yeah, right. Oh, did they put it on my leaves? Look at that. Look at all that yuck. Yeah, because my leaves didn't look like that.
And if you get a good rain, it'll be clogged. So
That's a.
they dug up around the sewers.
All right, well, I'm glad they're doing something. That's good. They're not doing my road because that's a private little road. So
Oh,
we
is
have-
that right?
Yeah, it's a paper road, so we have to take care of it. But nope. There was a guy who was a good friend who lived a few houses up, and every year he'd collect, I don't know, $50 from each of us, and he'd do everything. He'd fill in the potholes, he'd do everything. Now nobody does anything. And so you get these, you have these problems.
Mm-hmm. So what about snow plowing? Do you guys pitch in and pay somebody, or does the town do it?
Do you know? No, the town does not do it. And right now, you know what? That's a good question. I don't think anybody does it.
Huh.
And
Even
luckily,
lucky.
I'm right there, so my guy does my driveway. But yeah, that was part of it. We always had it plowed.
Make a right, correct?
Yeah, a right, and then a right down the Cherry Street. Because when I came in, there were these two big yellow, whatever they are, machines. Oh, but they take their leaves. Oh, well.
So this will take us to Sawmill, like
Yep.
just after town.
Nope, just down at the end, you'll make a right, and the sawmill's going to be on the left. I'll show you. It's really easy.
Because Katona's right down here, right? If I remember correctly.
Well, it's a block that way, but the town is down to the left about a mile. We used to walk to Katona all the time when we
Gotcha.
were younger and loved walking and could walk. Lately, we're not doing
Yeah,
that.
age catches up to us, right?
Yeah, we used to walk to town, have some lunch, walk
Well, walking
back.
is like one of the best exercises.
Oh, it's the best. Yeah, very cool. I was a runner, and then eventually I was getting
Knees?
no, my knees actually are okay, but I was getting heel splints. Yeah, I played tennis, a lot of tennis on hard court. So I gave up the running, which is fine because I don't think it's so great for all your organs anyway. to tell you the truth,
No.
for women. But, you know, I did it for years. It was fun. So you're going to go down to the right.
I was reading the other day, they say if you can do an exercise that gets your heart rate up to where you're out of breath
Yeah,
and then stop, that's pretty good. And then do it again.
right, exactly.
3 or 4 for people
Yeah.
over like 60, which includes almost me. January 15th, I'll be 60.
You're not even 60?
Nah.
Oh, God,
I'm
you're a
getting there.
baby.
Yes.
Jeez.
I think it's also mental.
Oh, it is.
You know.
It is. I mean, you know.
I've been in a diet for
A diet?
23 years.
I was going to say, you look like you don't need a diet.
Well, every time I go to the doctor, he's like, you know, you're pre-diabetic. I'm like, what do you
Oh.
mean? That's like saying I'm pre-pregnant. Like,
Yeah. Well, not exactly.
like just say it. I got to lose 20 pounds, you know?
Oh, God.
I'll be the first to admit it.
Yeah, and my sugar's always right around like 101, and they want it to be 100. And I'm like, hey, because I eat sugar. Not because I have any weight on me.
Yeah.
I exercise, but I guess if I didn't exercise, I would be a lot of things.
Yeah, have a glass of wine before you go to the doctor's next time. It'll really spike.
Yeah, no. Well, I always make sure when I give blood, it's fasting. You know, it's better. Then you really get.
Well, when I donate, the night before I'll have beef.
Really?
I'll stock up, yeah, because that's a lot of iron.
Right, that's true.
And I'll eat a lot of vegetables. And then the morning of, I'll have a nice breakfast, not too crazy. And then I'll have, I take multivitamins all the time as it is.
Uh-huh. Well,
I
that's
take
good.
Tuca, I
That's
take
good.
potassium, magnesium, multivitamin.
I have a lot of friends who do vitamins. I don't do vitamins, but I'm not against it. I just one more thing I have to think about. So they're just, I guess they're going to the next location. The group.
This is the state, though.
What was that?
This is the state, New York State.
Oh, not the town. So maybe they're doing the roads.
Yeah, somewhere around here they're doing construction as well. I think it's on the other side. So they got to go down, turn around, and come back.
I was on this road this morning. I didn't even notice. I was just trying to get home.
You know which building he goes to?
Absolutely, yep.
CDB.
I don't. Yeah, it's just that. I'll tell
By
you.
the valet.
Yes. Is that C?
Yep.
Yeah. I never really looked at what it was. Going there for years. So, what is the temperature? Does it say 45? Yeah, I mean, it's really not bad for November.
And when the sun is out, especially in this fan, it warms up nicely.
Yeah.
Cross our fingers. You have oil heat?
Do I have what?
Oil heat?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Which is, what are you going to do? You know?
Well, the price of oil right now is pretty low.
How low is it? I think I just got charged like $3.66 a gallon.
That's not bad.
No?
Yep,
No?
that's not bad.
Because Robeson, I want to keep them as they come and I have their
Automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can see what's going on in their office. I never
Yeah,
would
they
run out.
have some kind of
a gauge.
system, like-
Yeah, they have a gauge on mine.
But I think that they have some system or some program where it's able to calculate our weather, and they know we have our hot water's also oil,
Right. You're
and
supposed to
somehow,
go to your house,
and it's
I
like
guess.
perfect because every time we get to about a quarter of a tank, they show up.
Yeah. Same here. I never have to worry.
Right.
Not
'Cause-
like the days where you had to go and look yourself.
well, I still do that just to make sure,
Yeah.
a little float.
Yeah.
But what happened to us when we first moved in back in 2005, it was our first house. So
Where is it?
Stormville up in Dutchess
Oh,
County.
you're far.
Yeah. So I wasn't aware of, hey man, you gotta check your oil as
Yeah,
well.
right,
So we
okay.
ran out.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, of course, a cold night. The heat goes out, the hot water goes out.
Oh, jeez. Did
But
your
then-
pipes freeze or you were
No,
okay?
no, because then I found out heating oil is diesel fuel, or diesel fuel is heating oil. So it's the same fuel.
So you could put
So I ran
something
to
in it?
I ran to the gas
Oh, my
station.
God.
I got 2 5-gallon jugs of diesel fuel, put it in my.
And that was enough?
It was enough for a
For-
couple of days,
for
but
a
as
couple-
soon as they opened in the morning, I called them,
Yeah.
and then I went to auto.
Right. Right.
Here's our credit card. They come by
Yeah.
about 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Because usually, like January, that's when they come again. Like, because
Right.
usually it gets cold between now and January.
Right. I should
but
look and see. Just
at this
just
rate-
well, no, they just filled me up. So I don't think I'm using that much. Although I keep it warm for Paul because I don't want.
What do you keep thirst at? 70, 72?
Yeah, 72. Although I'm upstairs and I keep that low because I only go up to go to sleep at night.
Right.
And just get under my comfort.
And heat rises.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to, burn all the oil. But unfortunately, we redid the kitchen, and he insisted to have radiant heat.
Oh, how's that working? Would you get electric? Or
No, it's oil, but radiant on the floor. And I'm a realtor
Yeah.
for 35 years. And I said, Paul, you do not put radiant on the floor in a kitchen. It's a big area, and when you need it in the winter, you're wearing shoes or socks or something. You put it in a bathroom. No, this is what I want. This is what I want. I'm like, okay.
Some people do their whole house with radiant.
Well, it's
But
not
electric.
efficient. Yeah, no, it's not efficient. And I have to have that at about 77 to keep up with the rest of the house at 72. And it's
Oh my God.
and oh God, this was one of the things that we really got along great. But this was one of the things, and being a realtor, I really knew what was best, but he didn't want to hear it. So I finally just said, okay, all right. And then they took out the cast iron, which is the best. It's throughout the house, and that's the best heating, in my opinion.
Oh, you
have.
had cast iron radiators?
I still do.
Oh, no kidding.
But not in the kitchen, because when they redid that whole area, they put on those
Baseboard?
lousy baseboard, cheap, crappy.
Geez, yeah.
So everything was a negative, but I'm like, this is what he wants. This is what he wants.
But you have the vents flipped up?
the vents.
Because
on-
the baseboards have vents that move.
Yeah, you can close them and you can open them.
So during the winter, obviously, you want them open so the heat comes out.
You know what? I probably should check that,
Yep.
but also make sure the AC in the ceiling is closed instead of just open.
But
I
also,
mean, now that he's not well, I'm just concerned with him and not so much all these other things that we both used to do. But
who
you're-
put the
you're
baseboard
right.
heating in? A
Who?
plumber or just the
No,
contractor?
no, the contractor, because
Uh-huh.
we extended, the kitchen was much smaller in dining room, and
Uh-huh.
we put on about 500 square feet. Because we used to always have everybody, and I used to cook, and he
Crawl
used to cook.
space?
Yeah, crawl space,
Uh-huh.
about 4 feet, yep.
So I'm wondering if they bled the system correctly, because air gets into the system with baseboard. You're not getting, because the water is going through the pipes, and there's usually a bleeder to let out the air. If they
right.
didn't do that, then it's not getting 100% efficiency. You might only be getting 70% of the possible heat.
Wait, but you're saying on the baseboard,
Mhm.
not on the radiant.
Both. They all have bleeding screws. They all have bleeders.
Well, you know what? When the guy comes from Robeson, I can ask him to do that, right?
Do you hear noise? Like when it kicks on? Like clunk,
Little
clunk,
bit.
clunk, or click, click, click.
Yeah.
Well, it's not Santa on the roof. That is
Oh.
the pipes expanding, contracting, but if there's too much air in there.
You're right. You know,
Yeah.
I know that from years ago in another house. I just forgot
So if
it.
you know a guy who knows a guy who does plumbing or whatever, have them come by and say, can you just bleed my system? Just double check it.
Good idea.
You can put your hand on it if it's like this, like hot to the touch, it's probably okay. But if you put your hand on it, it's warm, because it's probably not getting all the water that it should. Probably air in the system.
Right.
So
There
keep
probably
that
is.
in mind.
I think it probably. I remember it being bled years and years ago because he knew about that. But when it's up to me to take care of it, I don't know every little thing. I mean, I kind of know from my job, but I don't go and do it.
I go around this way.
Oh,
I don't like going that
yeah,
way because
no,
there's
go
4
this
speed
way.
bumps, and I hate to
No,
see the people
go
in a
this
wheelchair
way.
bouncing around.
Yeah, right around Whole Foods.
Yep. See what's on sale.
They have very good sales. People think it's so expensive.
I know. No, I agree.
But every time I go, I only buy what's on sale because I usually
Exactly.
have a backup.
Yeah,
and
I'm not going to pay full price at
I
Whole
get
Foods.
I get like amazing buys in there.
Yeah, I like their. They have some pretty good sodas that are like
Well, that's-
unsweetened, or they have like
That's funny. I have
strawberry.
ginger ale.
Uh-huh.
That it's an expensive brand because it doesn't have like high fructose corn syrup.
Right.
And it has coriander and some other cool things
Oh,
in
nice.
it. Yeah, but they're expensive.
But when they're on sale,
But when they're on sale,
grab a 6-pack.
instead of $6.99, it's like $4.29.
Yeah.
So I take like 3 or 4 of them.
Right. It's refreshing.
Yeah, it is. And you
And
don't feel like you're Yeah, the light no make.
They have good cookies too. Their bakery selection.
They do, they do, and they have good bread.
I used to take a lady to cancer treatment back and forth to Putnam County, and I would buy her a little box, like 6 or 8 cookies. She got such a kick out of it. So I felt bad, you know.
Oh yeah, no, they do have lots of things that are good.
Problem is, I'd eat half the cookies.
Yeah, right.
So I'd say, Diane, I'm sorry, I bought you 12 cookies, but
there's 3.
I consumed 4 of them or whatever, you know. Like.
So sometimes they go back this way, but you
Yep,
can also.
I just go this way.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've been here many times.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I was here at the gym this morning. Then I had
Oh,
to
no
go.
kidding.
Yeah. Then I go home. Then I come back. So it's really
This is 10. Right there. What do you take? Like kickboxing or?
No. I do Pilates like 2-3 days a week, and I do yoga. But I also, when I'm in Florida for the winter months, I do hip hop and salsa dancing.
That sounds like fun.
It is. I mean, the guy here is okay. I took dancing the other day. It was like there was a sub. The one in Florida is out of this world. I mean, I just could do that every single day if I could manage it, but I can't. Anyway, but the good news is when you're 65 or older and you have AARP, this gym is like $300 a month. I go for free.
No way.
Yes, way.
From AARP?
Yep.
Wow, I have AARP. I just got it.
And it's really expensive. And so if you have it, you can go to the gym. It's
Wow.
quite unreal. Like some of them have swimming pools.
I did not know
So
that.
I take good advantage of that because I'm not going to pay, all that money.
No, that's crazy.
Not right now.
Anything more than free is too much
Exactly.
in my book.
Well, $10, $20.
Yeah,
but,
that's not bad.
Oh, he's awake. He's awake. Hey. Oh, he is awake. Thank you. I was here earlier, but we're here. We're ready to go. Ready to go. Right?
How's the ride? Okay.
Oh, I was going to do it, but I just ran into that, which is not great.
You okay?
Yeah, but I didn't have to go.
You okay? Good ride?
You ready, Paul? You ready for the win?
Ready.
He's ready for them to dig in and see it.
Ouch.
The wind is up. Yeah, then it would be really just You want that on or it doesn't matter? Yeah. I mean, it's not going to go.
He goes back.
Wait, then well, both of you went to
This guy.
there. You'll both have an appointment.
You go to work out.
Well,
All right. Somebody else see you. If I don't have to have to see you,
yeah,
okay?
I'll see you
Nice
maybe
meeting you.
tomorrow.
Take care. Oh, and remember, make sure the fence is pulled up. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Y'all blinkers are red. I'm back. Hey, Dylan. You still here? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back to the chat. Thank you. So, I'm going to try and reposition this camera. So before you comment, I also think my lens might be a little smudged. So bear with me a moment. I'm going to find a place to pull over safely and fix my camera. I don't usually drive this van. And this guy has a weird mount on the dash, which is actually nice, but it's not positioned. It's not live streamed friendly, like, or live streaming friendly. You know what I mean? Like, I have a camera mount at home. My daughter gave me for Christmas. She's so cute. She got me a suction cup camera mount. I'm like, Jamie, you're so 80s. Even though we didn't have cell phones back then. Ah, jeez. Sorry about that, I was on the phone. Yeah, I was on the phone, so I guess when you're on the phone, it turns off the sound. So it turns off the text, because I was trying to text or chat that I was on the phone. But I'm on the Sawmill River Parkway. Here in the States, well, especially in the East Coast, we have parkways, which are very windy roads, 2 lanes in each direction, right? And yeah, we have a lot of trees. A lot of leaves to clean up in the fall. So the parkways were made for people from the city to go for a ride up into the parks, up to the park. So they would take these roads with their horse and buggies or their Ford Model Ts. I mean, I'm talking like 1920s, 1930s. And they would go up the parkways. That's why this bridge coming up, I'll slow down a little bit. This bridge coming up, you'll see is all these bridges, well, they redid a few of them. This one I think they redid. But you come across these bridges, very low clearance. I mean, my clearance is about 8'2". But these bridges are original. They're from like the 1920s. So people would ride up to the park on the parkway. The problem is, while they're beautiful rides through the mountains and up and down hills, they've become a speedway. Now, I'm not self-employed. I'm paid hourly. I drive an ambulette. It's a big van. You take people in wheelchairs. Like the guy I just dropped off, he was in a wheelchair. It's funny though. You drive a taxi? I'll tell you what. I drove a taxi out of high school, 1984, and I dispatched also. We had 16 cars, the company I worked for. And everything was pen and paper, pencil and paper. There was no computer, there was no GPS. And where I was in Tarrytown, it's about a 30-minute ride out of Midtown Manhattan, Midtown New York City. So we would do trips to the city. Airport transportation was a big thing. Good money in that. Then in 1987, I moved out to Las Vegas with my girlfriend. Back then, her father was retired from Ciba-Geigy. He was a chemist. So he moved out there, so I followed behind. I was like, oh, what the hell? Why not? I was like 21 or 22 at the time. Then I came back to New York in 1994, and with a friend of mine, we started a taxi company. We had 2 cars. And he messed up, got involved with some young girl, and I said, okay, I think we need to go our separate ways. So he moved out to Texas. I stayed and kept the company running, but I renamed it. And at my peak, I had 3 taxis, 1 town car, because town cars, were more comfortable, but I would charge a little more. And I had 1 12-passenger van for like large families or corporate events, things like that. And I had about 8 people working for me at my peak, part-time, full-time. And then I had independent contractors, owner-operators that had their own cars, specifically town cars. Most of those guys were Pakistani. One guy was Palestinian. And I would get a commission from them. So, for instance, if they did an airport trip and it was $120 one way, I would get 20%. So I would get $24. You know, I covered the advertising. I had an office. I had a dispatcher. I dispatched. Then 9/11 came along. Almost destroyed the business. I mean, I still feel we never recouped from 9/11 here in the States. I think we just keep kicking the can down the road, you know. But 9/11 came along. There was one lady. I'll read your comments in a minute. I'm driving, so I can't really look. There was one lady who was taking us from Irvington, where I was located, to New Jersey every day. And her company was paying for the ride. It was like $200 each way. Plus, we still had the local service, but all the airports were shut down. People weren't traveling. People were in shock. People were scared. And we had our local service, and then we had the airport service, which was dead. And then we had this one lady going back and forth to New Jersey every day, $400. I think it was like $210 each way. And that one lady traveling back and forth kept my company in business. Because if it wasn't for her, I would have had to shut down or get down to 1 or 2 cars because of 9/11. Then after, you know, things picked up a little bit, got back to normal, I moved 40 minutes away from where my office was. Then I had a kid. Then I had another kid. I was all right. 2006, I said, you know, that's it. I'm done. So I sold the business. And but then I also had 2 jobs at that time. One was working for a company at the local airport as a dispatcher and a driver. I'm coming to a traffic light. I might get a red light, and I can read your comments real quick. But, you know, some people were born to be surgeons. Some people were born to be lawyers. I was born to drive. I've been driving since I was 14 years old. I drove without a license. Here in New York, when you turn 16, you can get a permit. Then you have to drive for 6 months, I believe, and then you can go for your driver's license. But I can drive anywhere. You know, I've driven back and forth to Nevada, Las Vegas, which is like a little under 2,000 miles, I believe, one way. Did that a couple times. Driven down to Florida, which is about 700 or 800 miles, I believe. Might be a little more. Yeah, Ford Transits. Yeah, that's what I'm driving right now. I'm driving a Ford Transit 350 XL, so it's longer than a regular Transit. I can hold 2 wheelchairs. I'll show you the interior if you're still here. I think you're still here. You're not sure if you were born to drive. Yeah, well, that's my excuse for not going to college. I went to college for 1 semester and realized I can't stay focused for nothing. If it interests me, like, I don't know, maybe I should have taken engineering or something. But I just like to do stuff with my hands, you know, like I did tile and marble for a while when I was younger. Tile setting and marble. I did construction work, like home renovations. You know, as long as you have, my father always said, and I didn't grow up with my dad, I just knew him. He always said that as long as you have 2 hands, you'll make it. He was right. See these dark blue vans? These are prisoners. they come down here to, I'm picking up at a dentist's office here near a large hospital facility. And these vans, they transport prisoners to get dental work. And now backing up. Isn't that tree pretty? That's a maple tree. Beautiful colors, huh? Yeah, they are very ugly damn vans because they pick up ugly people that are in prison. I'm not sure I'm born to drive, but I am autistic and well, I don't blend well in verbal. Yeah. My rule with driving taxi, yeah, certain maple trees give maple syrup, yes. I don't think it's a Japanese maple. Japanese maple are more of a dark red. That's more of an orange. But look at all the yellow trees around that have shed their leaves. Sure, let me finish what I was saying. My rule with driving a taxi is speak when spoken to. I would drive people to the airports, which is like a 1 hour ride one way. And wouldn't say a word. Then I would drive people to the airports and they would talk all the way to and from the airport, like depending which way they're going. You know who used to drive? You ever hear of Penn and Teller? The magicians? They used to have a TV show. Well, I don't know if you heard of Penn and Teller, but Teller lived in Irvington, New York. And Teller lived in Irvington, New York, and I used to drive him to and from the city. Because what happened one day was his car service didn't show up. They went to Irvington, New Jersey, not Irvington, New York. And he called frantically for a ride, so he called McCarthy Taxi, which is where I worked. And the dispatcher came over the radio and said, "John, pick up, it's your time to be famous," or something like that. "Go pick up Tenor from Penn and Teller." I was like, I don't know who the hell it is here. So I went and picked up this guy. And he talked a lot. His character in their performance, he doesn't talk. He's very short. And then Penn, the other guy, his partner, Penn and Teller, he wears shoes that have like an inch added to the sole to make him look taller. You get it? So they exaggerate the height and stuff. Touring, yeah, there's big bucks in touring. I often thought about doing that, you know, especially being I'm in Sleepy Hollow, New York. This area of New York is very touristy now. It wasn't 20 or 30 years ago, but now everybody wants to know where the legend of Sleepy Hollow took place. Anyway, so here's what it looks like inside my van. So I have these straps and these hooks. And these hooks hook onto the wheelchairs. You push down the red button with your toes like this. Sorry. Like this. It retracts. If you let go, it pulls back in. So I could hold one wheelchair here, which is what I'm doing now, but I could also hold another wheelchair back here. And then people could sit here, here, or in the front seat with me. And this is the lift. Oh, interesting. You have a lift like this or no? just have a ramp? Oh, no kidding. Yeah. There's one company, Brown Ability. I work in these things all the time because the wiring gets screwed up or a sensor goes. I like to email them with some ideas to improve their wheelchair lifts for future things. All right. I'm going to go in and get my passenger. Give me a minute, and I'll put it back on road view. You know what I like to watch? I like to watch those guys operating trains through like the Swiss Alps and stuff. That's pretty cool. I'll be back. Get to the chopper. B&B ambulette, is that like bed and breakfast? No, not really. Although I'd love to go to bed and have some breakfast. It was the original owners, I forgot the name, but yeah, it was B&B.
February 6th. No, they didn't go in his mouth. They're afraid of him biting.
Oh.
So they didn't get an x-ray or anything. Because they tried to go in it.
Wouldn't they give him gas or something?
He already ate and everything, so.
Oh. Can't throw up yet.
Yep. He has reflux.
I hear you.
So the whole appointment really was a waste.
Yeah, kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
Check the one by your feet there when you sit down.
This one?
Yeah, try loose. Yep. Alright, buckled up, good to go.
You need a warmer jacket.
It wasn't as cold this morning when I left. It wasn't that cold. I went and started my car and I was like, oh, it's actually warmer than I thought it was. So I didn't wear a jacket. Doesn't matter though. If I wore a jacket, I'd still get cold. I hate this weather.
I always wear these. These are the Snuggies.
Yeah.
Me and Craig has them on. Oh, my seatbelt. Oh my God.
Buckle up.
Yep.
Here, I'll help you. Oh, see, you got it.
No, I didn't
Almost.
get anything.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
got it,
where
I
it
got
is.
Right there.
Thank you.
Everybody here?
Yep.
Got your phones, purses, wallets,
Yep.
bags of money? All right.
Lots of money, yes, wherever it is. I thought about bringing a lunch for Craig. I really did. And I said,
That was a long time. Like when I called you, you said you weren't even seeing it.
nope.
No, we waited for almost like 3 hours before they even saw him.
And his appointment was 9:30.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yet, if the patient's late, it's the end of the world, right? You know?
Uh-huh. And they always say, be there 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
Well, what the heck? 15 minutes
I don't know
early?
what the point of making an appointment there was.
But I'm glad I got the appointment over and done with. So now we get to see a surgeon because of all this. You have to go see that doctor first, then you get scheduled for an oral surgeon.
Where's the surgeon located?
Here,
Uh,
over in the big building. That would be February 6th. Joy.
oh, goodness.
Yes.
Quite a ways.
He's been doing good, I mean, for 2 years. He hasn't, this has been going on. Ibuprofen off and on, off and on. He has to live off ibuprofen, that's all.
Do you alternate it with Tylenol?
Yeah, ibuprofen, Tylenol, ibuprofen, Tylenol, yeah.
Do you get a liquid type, or do you?
Well, the ibuprofen is pills because that's what I take. I just give him whatever I have. But the Tylenol is liquid, and he loves that stuff. He sucks it down.
Bubblegum flavored.
No, it's
Grape.
his favorite cherry
Oh.
or strawberry. Sorry, strawberry. He loves strawberry. Everything has to be strawberry.
$115.
I hate coming over here. It's always slow.
Yeah, they're busy.
Now I can understand why they're building on, but they need more dentists, to be honest. Froggy Doodle. And where's your food at, huh? Craig's singing to the music.